Are we watching?
He said it now.
Are we watching England's champions?
Do you think you are?
I mean,
Bro, it's up.
Bro, this guy's so confident.
That charity shield parade is going to be cold though.
what do you mean?
The open top charity shield parade.
Charity shield, wow.
The charity shield parade.
I'm an emotional man sometimes, and you know, I'm doing better. I feel like I've grown as a person.
Bro, this ain't therapy, man.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening, welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I am your host, Del Estrada, the man of many club faces. I'm back. As usual, I'm joined with my fellow pundits, starting from my left, Strives.
Yo, it's your boy Strives, as I've just been introduced. You can call me Striver, here representing Arsenal. Just wanted to say, like Kendrick said, there's no big three, it's just me. As I represent Arsenal, there's no big six, it's just me. It's just me.
This guy.
Come on, baby.
This guy, I know rehearsed that in front of the mirror this morning.
No, you always say that, man. Just let me have my moment, bro.
Next up, Jerry.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joey Nomadic, aka BT's number one fan. Here for the glory, nothing more, nothing less.
Boy, it sounds a little bit different, bro. Where's the bass?
What are you saying? Where's the Spanish, bro?
Huh?
I thought you was going to introduce yourself in Spanish.
No. Yeah, I had a little trip to I don't even know what coast it is, Barcelona.
Balearic? No,
Catalan coast.
Catalan, yeah.
It was nice, but I didn't learn no Spanish. I was one of them English tourists.
That's fair.
Next up, Marley Marl.
Marley Marl here, Man United supporter. Still here, surviving, man. Got the FA Cup final to look forward to.
Just.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
And that's about it, man. Happy
Some
to be
real
here.
silverware
Hmm.
up for grabs.
Finally, Dre, man.
Yeah, it's Dre, man. Still a United fan. Like Marley said, we got to just thank God for all his glory to get us to the FA Cup final, because that would have been nuts. But yeah, we thank God.
Hey, listen, when we're talking
thanks.
about these Crystal Palace season tickets, so we copping out what?
Let's look that in, man.
Yeah, actually, we'll have to talk about that after.
What, so
still.
everyone's a free agent here.
The boys.
Huh? No.
No, we just like watching football,
Always
man.
stay
That's
true
what
to
you said.
BTs. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I don't really know other clubs that's got Arsenal. They're fulfilling my desires.
Will
Yeah.
you keep quiet?
Yeah. Some big games over the weekend. I think the best place. No, before I get into it, yeah, guys, listeners, you can catch us on all major platforms. Continue liking, subscribing, tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, let's get into it. I think the biggest game at the weekend is obviously the London derby, North London derby. Spurs 2, Arsenal 3. So, Strides, obviously off the back of the Chelsea game. Quickly, obviously, Arsenal won 5-0. But off the back of that game, firstly, what did you think of that game? Did you expect that result, the Chelsea game?
No, I didn't think it was going to be a 5-0, to be honest. In fact, I thought Chelsea might have a little bit about them and try to play. Like, they had a spirited performance against Man City. I didn't think Cole Palmer will pussy out of the fixture and tell his gaffer that he's got a cold and a runny nose and decide not to come out to play. But I thought it would be a little bit tougher, but I did think we would get the win, man. I was quite confident of that still, man. And yeah, what an emphatic win it was, man. You was there, weren't you?
Yeah. I was there. As I said, I'm a man of many club faces, so I was invited to go and watch the mighty Arsenal play. So yeah, it was a good performance. Stand-up performance from Gabriel. Not much people give him credit, but yes, shout out to him.
That's not true.
I didn't name no names. I didn't name no names. But yeah, he was a stellar performance.
Brilliant.
But another notable performance was a former Chelsea player.
Oh my God, Killer Kai, man. Trust me, man. That guy is, yeah, man. When we first started this season, obviously I was on wax being a little bit skeptical about that signing. A little bit skeptical. But by November, it doesn't take me long to recognize greatness. By November, I started to realize that Kai Havertz was the real deal. I was letting everybody know that would listen, man. And I think, yeah, man, what he done to Chelsea was brilliant to celebrate as well. I was also fortunate enough to be there. I took a friend with me as well, actually.
Della?
No.
Right.
A female. She says that she's a Chelsea fan, innit? So I needed her to see that she's making a wrong the wrong mistake.
Wrong
kind of thing.
mistake.
Yeah, and so by the end of the game, she was calling them day and stuff like that. I think she's ready to be an Arsenal fan.
So how long was she a fan for then?
I don't know, man. That's between her and her God.
Bro, you can just call her your girlfriend, you know.
Do you know what I mean?
That is crazy. Yo,
Does she listen to this podcast?
no, I don't.
No wonder.
I don't think she does, but no, that's crazy, man. Just calling her my girlfriend now, man. It's power, man.
Yeah. Before we move on from that game, just to come to the rest of the guys, what do you guys think of? Let me cut with you, Dre, first, because you're not really a big fan of Kai. What do you think of his performances of recent and the signing overall?
I think he's basically proved his worth 100% in terms of what he brings to that Arsenal side now, the dynamics that he brings, and I don't know why, but I don't think many teams see him as an actual goal threat. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but I don't think they like home in on him.
Do you think that's changed now that he's at Arsenal?
I think like obviously now that he's scoring more, he's becoming like, people are seeing it. They're like, oh, this is someone we might have to pick up. But I still don't think he's like seen as a guy that they're like, oh yeah, we need to make sure we stop him. So he's just popping up here and there, just scoring goals. He's almost going underneath the radar, which I think is perfect for Arsenal.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like the same amount of non-penalty goals as Cole Palmer. So and everyone's been waxing lyrical about Cole Palmer. So if we can wax lyrical about Cole Palmer, rightfully so, because Cole Palmer is a great player, man, brilliant player. But yeah, man, I think Kai Havertz deserves...
He does. He deserves his plaudits, but I think Arteta probably deserves even bigger plaudits for how he thought that he would fit into his team and how he's playing him.
Or was it Arteta that banged the brace against Chelsea?
No, but it was Arteta that definitely made him into... like has molded him into this team to make sure he's found his form.
No, Arteta definitely gets some plaudits for that, but maybe... whoever let Havertz go at Chelsea deserves donkey of the day, man, because he's still a player is he hit his peak yet? Can we say that? He's a young guy. Has he hit his peak? Has he? I'm just asking the question.
He's doing well. He's
doing well.
We clearly see that he's improving, so we don't know if he's hit his peak. I think he
hasn't hit his peak. He's still a young player.
So Chelsea might need to get donkey of the day for letting a player like that go. Even letting Mason Mount go. Why would you let these two guys?
Boy, Mason Mount's injured, bro. That's why I let him go, bruv.
Bro, that was a trick, man. He tricked you.
Huh?
He tricked you.
Don't listen to him, man. Don't listen to him. Mason Mount's got potential, man. Obviously, we ain't seen it yet, but yeah, but he's got potential.
You see what you've done? You put a bang in his back, bro. You wasn't gonna go there, bro. You weren't gonna go there, bro.
He was. I saw his eyes. There was a twinkle in his eye when he said that.
The rest of you guys, any thoughts on Havertz?
Listen, with Havertz, yeah, I when he signed, I was like, he's just going to do what he's done at Chelsea, and he's probably doing what he done at Chelsea is probably his best season. Where I wasn't sure about him being at Arsenal was people were saying he's going to play midfield, like with Declan and Odegaard. I was like, that don't make sense. He's a midfielder like that. Where he's playing, he's running. He's making like a lot of late runs into the box. That's where he's getting a lot of his joy. And that's where was it? Leverkusen was that?
Yeah.
When it was at Leverkusen, he was doing a like similar kind of role, and he was getting a lot of goals. So, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like
he's
a shrewd signing for sure. And yeah, it's working with Arsenal. They've found a system that seems to benefit him.
So it's so available, man. It's just so available. Like he's filled in like where we've missed Gabby Jesus, where we've missed Thomas Partey. He's been quite instrumental in us not missing that word so much. Not just him.
The height.
Not just because of the height. I mean, just because he's been able to. He's played the 8. In him playing the 8, that means Rice has been able to play the 6. Do you get what I mean? So we've not missed the fact that Partey is such a quality player, but he's not been available so much. And Kai Havertz, obviously not by himself. I'm not giving him the kudos on that alone, but Kai Havertz has been a massive reason as to why we're not missing some of these players. With Jesus not being as reliable because of the surgery issues, he's now been able to play up top, what have you not. Like, Kai Havertz has been a really good signing for more reasons than just what he's given us on the pitch. It's literally that availability, that
versatility.
Yeah, and like he's even getting a little bit menacing. Like,
no, he's always been like that.
He should have got a red card against Newcastle, bro. So he's got that fire in him. Then he obviously bang up James Maddison for no reason.
Bruv, I love that, man.
But,
and I remember
the
one
London derby.
Yeah. But
and I swear he pushed someone's gaffer the other day as well.
yeah, Porto.
Yeah, man. I love that guy, man.
Yeah, I think what Marley said, he's kind of giving what he had at Chelsea, but with a better team.
You think so?
Better structure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
He's been better than
I
what
think-
he's been at
I don't
Chelsea.
think I think he's
No,
definitely
no,
giving more at Arsenal.
No, 100% because
And
I think
consistency
he's
as well.
been tasked with more and he's got a lot more tactical instructions as well. But I think, like, for example, let's say, for example, Arteta went to that Chelsea team that he was at and they had a few better players at the time, I think we'll probably be seeing the same. I think we're seeing a bit different only because of the brilliance of the manager and the good players who are playing good football around him. Like Odegaard.
Sounds like you're giving Arteta like some serious kudos. Like,
Yeah, in hindsight, in hindsight, at the
elite
time,
manager
so
now.
retrospectively, in it, but at the time, I thought it was doo-doo, innit?
I know. I'll just, I just
let him have his time. Let him have his time.
I like hearing when the narrative is just shifting and stuff like that.
Same guy that wanted him out, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just remember that.
No, he didn't want him out. He didn't want him out.
Never wanted him out.
He didn't want him out.
We've had
He said
hypothetical conversations.
He said it was a big if.
Yeah, we've had
But
hypothetical.
yeah, I think he's looked decent in terms of just how he's being utilized. But in terms of him, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, cool. And I personally think he was a good signing, a shrewd signing with very versatile. And but you know, I need to fact check this, but he's actually younger than what's his name?
Darwin Núñez.
I don't even know. Eddie. He's younger than Eddie.
Eddie Nketiah, I think he is, you know.
Yeah, and I think when Arsenal signed their players, it's that they sign players based on a certain profile. So what Arteta said is that even though he's young, he's experienced a lot.
Yeah.
So he'll obviously get better. But anyway, we move on to the North London derby. So obviously off the back of that 5-0 win, you went to that London derby. So I think bearing in mind, Arsenal haven't done back-to-back away victories against Spurs, even under Wenger.
I swear.
Yeah. So going into that game, obviously Arsenal won form, but what was your expectations?
What did I say last week? I always think it's going to be a tough game when we play Spurs, purely because of the derby connotations. But I was honestly quite confident that we'd leave with the W. I was very confident we'd leave with the W. I'm in a group, like a group chat, and then there's rules. We've got this pass the pad thing. You see, like if you're playing FIFA and you go 3-0 down, like you give the pad and then like it's the next person's turn to play. So in this group chat, if your team goes 3-0 down, you get kicked out of the group for 24 hours. And that throughout the whole week, there's a couple Spurs fans. There's 3 Spurs fans in this group. And I was addressing these Spurs fans and I was saying to them, yo, man, there's a good chance you're not going to be here later on. So I'm going to just give you my well wishes now. So I was predicting evictions and, I can go on record showing you that I was predicting evictions. So I thought that we might give them a hammering, especially after that Chelsea game, because that Chelsea game, I was impressed. And I liked the fact that Arteta is bringing in Thomas Partey now, brought back Thomas Partey. He's someone that I've missed. And I've kind of wondered why we're not seeing more of him soon as he was declared fit. And you just see what you're getting with this Thomas Partey. I think obviously there's a number of people that deserve some praise, but with a guy like Thomas Partey in your team, man, you just feel invincible. Like you feel like you've got an additional cloak of armor, additional cloak of attack. And yeah, man, I was pretty confident we'd leave with a W, and we did so, man.
Yeah, he done well on the weekend, Partey. I actually rubbished him last week. Hoping that would be similar to Casemiro, but
yeah,
there's levels, there's difference.
I
tried to let you know that obviously, when you was rubbishing him, I mentioned the only reason why Partey is being rubbished is because the gaffer for some reason isn't giving him 10 to 15 minutes, but it wasn't because there was a drop off in quality. And I'm just glad that Thomas Partey redeemed himself so quickly. I think we recorded that last week, Monday. The next day he's putting in a brilliant performance against Chelsea, and then a couple of days later again against Spurs, man. Thomas Partey, there's no Thomas Partey versus Casemiro now. There's Thomas Partey.
Yeah, no. Casemiro, I don't know. Who would we do Casemiro versus now? Who would be suitable?
Sambi.
Jay Spearing.
Sambi Lukonga. Jay Spearing. But yeah, even though you were confident, the game, Tottenham, I think I think overall Tottenham were very much on the front foot, but of course they had a 2 weeks rest.
Yeah.
But I think for Arsenal the game was a bit. I think they started off a bit shaky, but then I think after the first goal, then it just took control. When I say shaky, I don't think it's right for me to say shaky. I think Spurs were obviously on the front foot, and Arsenal defensively were in a good place.
It's a weird one. That's a good observation. I think shaky, I agree, probably isn't the correct word, but I'll just say sometimes you just have to give credit where credit's due. I think Tottenham were probably the better team in that first half. Like, they were having the better chances, in my opinion. They looked a bit more threatening. When I first was watching the game, I looked at the game and I felt like I started getting a little bit worried that we were playing the occasion. Whereas we're normally a control-based team, and I didn't feel like we had control of the game to begin with.
I don't think they played the occasion. I thought they played the game.
No, as in, I agree with you, but when we first got into it, it felt like we were playing their game. It got a bit rock and roll, like back to end. But then what I started to realize is it wasn't that. I just felt like Tottenham were just up for it, and I felt like where we were, like we're quite resolute defensively. I think that's where we started to see why Arsenal are the title league contenders they are today, is because we've literally turned into a solid defensive unit that even when we're coming up against a very spirited team that are playing like probably the better football in the half, we're probably still impenetrable and still the more dangerous, just because they can't. If you take the stills from the images, you'll see how quickly the Arsenal were getting back. Like as far as Kai Havertz, who was meant to be our number 9, he was also getting back. Like our lower mid blocks that we were implementing was like literally, it was like a fortress. It was definitely something to behold. But yeah, I think Spurs, like, I don't want to take anything away from them. I think they were good. I think they could have, even when we went 1-0 up, I feel like we were quite fortunate maybe to have that goal ruled out that Van der Ven scored.
It was offside, man.
Yeah, it was, but there's still a bit of fortune there just because that he was offside, because it was marginal. Romero, I don't know why he decided he wanted to be up front, but this guy, he could have got a hat-trick against us. He had a good couple of chances in that first half. It was weird because I felt like Tottenham were the better team in the first half, but I think we were the better team in the second half.
Yeah, more controlled.
Yeah, but it's weird that we were literally 3-0 up in the first half and then lost the second half 2-0. So yeah, it was funny. Yeah,
So why do you think you're better in the second half than the first?
In the second half, like what Della just said, I felt like we had a lot more control, and I felt like we were cruising, and we looked like we could have gone 4-0 up at times. Whatnot?
Was it because they didn't create as many chances in the first half?
I didn't feel under threat by them at all. It literally, after David Raya made that howler, that little blunder, it's like I don't know. Like, it's like David Raya decided, you know what, guys, I know we're killing you at the moment, but here's a little gift, man, just so you got something to play for against Man City. Like, have some belief.
And before we get to the riot incident, let's talk about
He's taking a mick.
Hey, I tried not to look at Marley Mark.
Before we get to that incident,
This guy.
let's talk about obviously that was the first goal, then the second goal was scored by Saka. But before that, there was a penalty claim from Spurs. Around the table, did you guys think there was a penalty from?
Remind me.
I think Kulusevski.
Oh,
was
no, absolutely not.
And the Madison was challenged.
Trossard.
Yeah.
No, that was a penalty.
Yeah. Then the ball went to Havertz. Havertz played the ball to Saka. So at that point, Strives, did you have any doubt that Saka was going to do what he did?
Bruh, I had no doubt. I was shouting. I was up off my chair. I was just waiting. Before the game, again, the same group chat that I referenced earlier, I put a hashtag pray for Ben Davies. When I saw that Saka was isolated against him, I said, come on, Saka, do what we know you can do. Bro, the touch was Mahrez-esque. Would you man agree?
No.
The way he what?
It was a good touch, innit?
Come on, man. He killed that ball, bruv.
It was a good touch.
It was beautiful.
No
bruv.
pressure.
Bruv, so that's Mahrez-esque.
Nah.
Come on,
It was
man.
a good touch and good finish. It was very, very composed. Like, it was efficient.
It was very trash defending.
Well, come on, man. Sometimes
it was trash defending, but it was like he still had a bit to do, and he made it look really easy.
Davies sold himself a little bit.
I think it's I don't know. I didn't get it because.
But come on, like,
Is it because he's left-footed or something? Ben Davies is left-footed. That's why he didn't want to show Saka onto his left,
It's fair.
onto his right.
It's fair, bro. Sometimes when you build the game up in your mind, yeah, and you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. And you can't stop it. You just can't stop it.
No, but he didn't try to stop it though.
Bro, like that,
The chop was too, it was too easy.
But the thing is that
everything about it was easy. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Because like usually somebody who's left-footed, you show them onto their right foot as much as possible, and if they score from that angle where your keeper's on the front post,
But you know, it's a bit
fair play, innit?
I think it was caught by surprise. I think we're being a bit.
You can't, bro. You can't, bro, man.
But I think now I'm trying to think of it back now. I'm thinking as a left back running back and the left-footed player running at you, if you try to angle yourself so you show him down the line, I think it's a bit difficult for how you position yourself.
But remember, they were all shuffled as well. So Tottenham's back four, they were all furthest to the was it the right?
Yeah,
and Saka was on the left by himself. Like, so it just seemed very odd.
He just came out and then allowed him to run on the inside.
Yeah, it's true. It didn't make sense.
That's what was a bit weird for me. So, and then I was just thinking,
lapse of concentration.
Yeah, it must have been. And then I'm just thinking,
or just too gung ho.
Right, imagine that.
Yeah,
who's Spurs?
I think it's an element of both.
It's because when you're so gung ho, then your concentration defensively is going to be compromised, innit? And then obviously Saka just benefited from Destiny Udogi
being out.
Being out, man. I was looking forward to that potentially being a battle as well, man. But
I mean, he gave it a good go in the first fixture.
I'm sure Saka
I still think Saka cooked him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In the first half, but then he slowed off in the second half.
He let him off a little bit. But no, Ben Davies, he got dealt with, man. And then he ended up getting booked due to Saka as well. Like, it was...
one missing peas still.
Oh, did he? Oh, nice, man. No, Saka's... Honestly, man, I was happy for Saka just because he as we all know, he's under such unfair scrutiny, in my opinion, man. Like, and he's answered a lot of the charges that's been placed against him, man. He was subpoenaed into court a good few times. Like, he goes missing in April.
Do you know what's crazy though?
But he showed up.
What's crazy is that the charges come from Arsenal fans.
I was gonna say that, bruv.
And then the props for him to even be charged comes from Arsenal fans as well. You lot build him up to this point where he all of a sudden he's not playing his greatest game.
Yeah,
you are bringing him down.
You might be right, but rival fans do definitely they chime in when they're doing all these comparables. But I agree with you that the Arsenal fans are probably the ones that are giving him this April charge thing. But I feel like this season he's passed with flying colours. We've won 5 games in April.
Not just this season, the last couple of seasons. He's performed well. Obviously, he's talking about the tail end of the season.
I'm talking about the tail end. I'm specifically talking about them saying that he goes missing in April, the business end. I feel like he's not. I feel like there's been 1 or 2 games where we might expect more from him. What have you not? But the level of competition has raised. So you're talking about maybe Bayern Munich at the Allianz when we're forced to defend. But people don't remember that Saka was in there defending, like making us resolute, like 3 successful tackles. Yeah, he didn't get an opportunity to do the offensive thing, and that was just credit to Bayern. But they forget that in the first leg, Saka did his thing, man. I think Saka's like, I was just very happy, and I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know if there's any Arsenal fans listening, man. If you get a chance to interact with us online, please do let me know. It just feels a little bit more sweet when Saka gets on the score sheet with a goal and an assist, and we've won. It just feels good. There's something about it.
That's a lot of the time, though, isn't it? Isn't he carrying Arsenal on his back right now?
But it still feels sweet, bro. I don't know how to explain
it's an academy player.
I don't know how to explain it. It just feels sweet. Like
it's the same for Trent.
I don't know that he's carrying us on his back, by the way, but he's doing his bit. But Odegaard's also showing up. Havertz is also showing up. White's also showing up.
On the subject of Havertz, obviously he got the assist for Saka. Then he went to score. Yeah, he's the header.
Yeah.
Then we get into the second half. Obviously, you mentioned the mistake from Raya, and then the
sorry. Just on a mistake from Raya. You said, I don't know if you still stand by it.
Yeah.
He said, I
would have subbed him and I would have dropped him for the next game.
I would have subbed him off for
That was mad.
That's wild. Dropped him for Nottingham Forest?
Yeah. No, it was Bournemouth.
Yeah.
So, all right. So,
well, if you don't do that when you're 3 games left of the season.
And that's why I'm not the gaffer. And that's why I touched
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you was acknowledging that as well. Yeah.
But yeah, my head was hot. Pause. Like, bro, like I was vexed. But remember, like, we've been here before, innit? Like, so I've been here now where I'm seeing, have we learned? Have we got the experience in the business end? Are we going to still make the same naive mistakes? I saw Ramsdale do it against Southampton 3-3. I thought, is this shit playing out again? Why have you fucking done this, Raya? I couldn't believe it. I didn't know why Romero was so far forward anyway in the first place. I don't know why you're chipping the ball with your weaker foot. What were you doing?
I think he was in two minds. That's why.
I was fuming. So in my mind, I would have just been like, you know what, bro? I thought, you know what, Arteta's a better man than me. Okay, he didn't sub him, but drop him for Bournemouth.
But sometimes with football, you shouldn't let your emotions get the better of you, innit?
Yeah, and I know I'm an emotional man sometimes, and you know I'm doing better. I feel like I've grown as a person this year.
Bro, the same therapy, man.
But no, I was fuming. But you know what? Credit to Raya though. After that mistake, bro, he was so like dependable, capturing all the crosses. He played like he didn't make that mistake, and you know, to see it out, I feel like that was also like a marker of growth from our boys. Like when you concede 2 goals like that, you're thinking, oh my God, that's like, as United fans can probably attest to, if you see a couple goals go in like that, you're just waiting for it to go tits up. So I was waiting for it to go tits up, but from like half an hour, we held them off and we win the game, bro. Like I'm thinking, yo, like, could this be our Premier League winners? Could it? You know what I mean? I'm looking at the game. I'm thinking, are we watching?
He said it now.
Are we watching England's champions? Like, be, I don't know, but are we?
Do you think you are?
That's bro. I mean,
Bro, it's up.
me, I worship one God, innit? I worship one God, but a lot of people believe in football gods, yeah. And if you've scored the most goals, conceded the least,
Mathematically,
you're having the most clean sheets, playing the best football, presently top of the table. I mean, people may say that those are the recipes for the Premier League champions.
Would it be nuts if you end up with nothing though?
It would be unfair, I'll be honest. Like the football gods, like if they were just, I hope they're not just in this season.
No.
But if they were just,
cool,
Arsenal would win the title. Arsenal are moving nice, man. I'll be honest.
Listen to Let's let this hater, lad.
You heard it. I was searching my soul for some hate to say. There's nothing there. But I will, like you said, they're just, but they're very cruel.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of punishment that needs to be meted out.
That's right.
And there's only one person here that deserves all that punishment. I'm not going to say no names.
That's not true. Yeah,
I'm not going to say no names.
That's not true.
But Striver deserves all the punishment that's coming to.
I was so humble last season. I feel like that's been struck off the record.
That was a test.
I feel like
last season was a test.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see you. This was the real season.
That was like Arsenal's test as well, bro.
This
season, I told everyone I was going to be loud and I was going to take everyone's piece.
And then listen, they heard.
Yeah, that's
bro.
But apparently that's why Arsenal put that gold emblem on their shirt because they thought they were going to win the league.
One moment.
The black
Draymond, you've been a bit vocal. Remember who you support.
Bro, I know who I support.
All right, cool.
But we're in a final as well.
Don't have it. Don't have it.
No, I know we're in a final as well, bro.
That's all I've got for you right now.
We could be ending with 1 trophy each.
Bro, you can't do it. The football gods are listening.
Okay.
That's crazy. Because we're going to get to your game. Remember that.
On that subject, let's. The victors of that North London derby was Arsenal. That left them, 4 points clear at the top with City having a game in hand and 2 games to play. And they went to play Nottingham Forest. They eventually won the game 2-0, but I think Forest made the
Brighton first, isn't it?
No, that was the derby, Brighton game.
We talking about the midweek game.
Oh, Man City.
Man City. Okay, Man City after they won midweek, but then after
they destroyed Brighton,
destroyed Brighton. And you know what? I think Marley Marr said last week, Brighton were going to be a shit show, and I said no, I don't think they was, but they were.
Yeah,
it was disappointing because obviously Liverpool beat them, Arsenal beat them, but it wasn't the cleanest defeat. So I thought at least give them make them tired a bit.
Yeah, I thought they would give them something to think about, but they literally didn't. But I think both of us got what did you beat?
2-0. We won 2-0.
Yeah, because I think we beat them 3-0. So obviously the scorelines are convincing, but the performances were a bit more spirited against both Liverpool and Arsenal. I didn't expect them to go out like that, but
they don't have anything to play for. I don't think
they've had a terrible month. I think their only goal of the month was an own goal. I think was.
Yeah, they're going through it right now. Yeah. Do you think that's because De Zerbi's looking past Brighton at this point?
Probably.
Or do you think it's because they're injuries? They've got quite a
I
few
think
injuries.
they have got a lot of injuries.
Are bad, yeah.
They have got a lot of injuries. I don't think he's looking past them because I don't think maybe he thought he was getting Liverpool. We'll come on to them, but no, I just think they just don't have anything to play for and they got the injuries.
Unless there's some kind of opportunity abroad, because again, he has achieved a lot with Brighton.
Yeah. But then this is when I think where we have to be very careful. Obviously, he came halfway for this. This is his second season, right?
Yes.
First full season. And not saying he's done badly, but sometimes with football, it's all about consistency. And I think we're very quick with our praises sometimes. And
that's what I feel about Ange.
Yeah.
For sure. The chickens are coming home to roost for him, boy.
Yeah. He's been very naive with his approach.
And even like in the interviews he's given, like obviously when he came, he was like, all right, he's a darling of football. Like he's always saying all the right stuff. But now you listen to him,
turn against him,
bruv. He's on the ropes, bruv.
Yeah. That was gonna happen though, and we called it. Especially when he was criticizing some of these other managers. And I'll make you right, man. But one thing I still will give him a little bit of credit for, he's sticking to his guns. He's sticking to the way he plays football. I just think he has to recruit better players to.
Yeah,
but that's bruv. The Ten Hag's doing the same thing, bruv. And look at Ten Hag.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. Tottenham give you a little bit of that entertainment value, like even like that Van der Ven. Like I know, obviously Isak done a madness to him, or Isak done a madness to him, but he's a good player. Like
I can't look past that ever in life, you know.
Say again.
That was a mad tumble.
Yeah, but obviously, like if you're gonna try and play the football you're playing, having a defender like him, like it helps. And if you can, a few more like, because against Arsenal, Van der Ven, Romero, Richarlison when he came on. Porro, you could maybe say.
Okay, now I'm trying to move on.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. I just, as much as I do think Ange, I agree with you, MJ, but I just also feels a bit harsh because I
can't
what
wait
he's
till
doing.
this guy finishes second, man. I'm telling you, man.
I'm just trying to give them some credit, man. I'm trying to give them credit, man. You know what I mean? Cool, man.
Yeah, speaking of second, obviously City right now currently second. They won 2-0 against Forest. Forest had their chances. What's his name? Chris Wood. He had a few good opportunities.
You see his tweets?
I saw that.
Everyone's been putting up his old tweets. I think it's a Man City sport, right?
I
think it's a Man. Yeah, he has to be, bro. The way he's been tweeting,
I saw that.
Like it's like City, like when they were playing. Basically, he's just rooting for them on Twitter. Isn't it? Like
people feel like he missed those chances on purpose.
Bro, those chances they were harder to miss, bruv.
Yeah,
they were harder to miss. I couldn't believe that because I'm not.
It's not illegal, innit? What's the problem? What's the problem? It's not illegal. If he wants to miss, then he's allowed to miss.
No, he's paid to score goals, bro. He's paid to score goals.
Clearly not enough.
He's match fixing.
Clearly not enough.
He's match fixing, bruv.
Right. But yeah, with that victory,
I hope Tottenham don't do that to them as well, man.
Man City now 4 more games. They got Wolves. Okay, let me go through that list, and you guys tell me whether I think everyone expects City to win every single one of them games, but Strides, as the Arsenal fan, I'm going to ask you where you hope they will drop points.
Yeah.
They are playing home to Wolves next.
They'll beat them.
Away to Fulham.
Tricky, but I expect them to do it.
Away to Spurs.
I think that's where we're gonna get something. I think they're gonna draw or lose that game. And,
really?
And
it has to be.
And I also think West Ham, Dave. I think West Ham might do something too
on the final day.
Final day. I was thinking.
Why not?
No, it's more likely to happen before the final day.
You think so?
Yeah.
The final day with everything to play for, bro.
Nah, it's
West Ham.
To be fair, last season, do you remember last season? No, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah,
where I think they went 2-0 down.
When they played
against Villa,
Villa had nothing to play for either.
Yeah, but it was Steven Gerrard was the manager, so he had everything to play for. But they went like it was either 2 or 3-0 down. And then they just came back and destroyed them, man.
I don't know. I just have something in my mind that makes me believe that Tottenham and West Ham might get something out of them. West Ham is that team that you can completely smash them, or they can really turn up and be a crazy hassle.
Who in that team do you think is going to want to stop Man City's? Because I think there's more players that
I think
want Arsenal to
Arsenal.
flop. Yeah, then
no,
Man
like
City.
you see like a Mikel Antonio.
I think Spurs will give him the win, man. They're like still.
Yeah, maybe. No,
no, I don't think Spurs will.
I think.
What they would
Depends
rather
if
it
they've
go
got a
back
chance for the
to their
top
North
Yeah.
London.
Remember, Spurs got
rivals.
mind control over Man City, bro.
People are rooting for Arsenal, to win the league.
Who's
Everyone
people?
should be rooting for
Like,
Arsenal.
Yeah, quite.
No, anyone who doesn't know Stroud.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, no, legit. Like most people want Arsenal to win the league.
To be
Like,
fair, I
think
do as well. I do as because I don't want Man City to do 4-4, but I don't.
yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
I'm gonna be alright if we win the league. I'm gonna be fine, man.
You absolutely not. I don't know why you would say that.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you win the league,
Nah, if we win the league, I'm gonna be cool, bro.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna be cool, man. Honestly, I just
No,
want
no,
I just want to go to the parade with my daughter. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll be all right, man. Don't worry about me, guys, man. We'll be cool, man. I think you know what, you might get the best ever strides you ever got.
that thing
I'll be
is good.
relaxed.
Bro, this guy's so confident.
That charity shield parade is going to be cold though.
What do you mean?
The open top charity shield parade.
Charity shield? Wow.
Is that,
Jerry Shield Parade.
is that what's it? It's not called charity shield.
For what?
Oh, community shield.
What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just reading, huh?
Well, we're gonna get to Liverpool anyway, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna go there now.
Damn.
So obviously, okay, on that subject, so, Stride, you're saying you're hoping they drop points against.
Yeah, I think now they might have their. Ooh, who's got a tougher run in? I think they might now have a tougher run in than us. Do you think? I know we got United to play at the fair.
No, so Arsenal have Bournemouth, United, and Everton,
Yeah.
and Man City have Wolves, Fulham, Tottenham, and Spurs. We're gonna get to Liverpool. Moses they've got Spurs, Villa, and Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure why we're talking about Liverpool in this remit. I think
No, because we're going to them next, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Because
mathematically.
Yeah, it's not over.
yeah. There's also they're not qualified for top 4 yet, so they're probably we should probably group them with Villa in the next podcast still. But yeah, I think Villa. I think
Are we gonna let this guy get away with it?
I think City.
Why is he still talking?
Are you guys letting it talk to you?
I think City.
I feel like Arsenal have won the league already, bro.
I think City have got the hardest run in personally.
Liverpool's got the hardest running.
Arsenal's got the hardest running.
I think Arsenal.
No, Liverpool.
Let's read this again.
Villa, Spurs and Wolves.
Bournemouth are on form at the moment. That's not going to be an easy game, but I think we should win at home.
But Liverpool as well.
we've got
Man
Wolves,
United, you man
Villa.
obviously support Man United. You know that's an easy game for us. And then Everton.
I don't think that's going to be an easy game though.
No, it's not.
Is it?
This guy's forget. It's the hate that
Yeah,
gets him over the line. It's not about tactics right now. It's the hate. I don't
And
think
the-
United will be in a red place. Whether do we want
No,
Man City?
United are going to be in a bad
sorry.
place. Yeah,
But
Arsenal
you-
win that.
but
So you lot
with
gonna
our
get
back
turned
line.
over.
Fam, did you see what we did to Chelsea? Bro?
You're
Nah,
gonna get
but
turned over.
Did you see what
bro.
we did to Chelsea?
Remember what Jurgen Klopp said? He said if Arsenal come here, you like try to behave like this, they're gonna
Fam,
destroy
we will
you, bro.
destroy them, bro.
Probability
Honestly,
says you're going to smoke us, but
Bruv, come on.
What the
But
probability, bro? That's
Bro,
the
bro.
But it's the hate.
But it's the hate, bro.
No, but it's not that.
You can have
Rashford happened against Liverpool.
You can
No,
have as
but-
much hate as you
but
like. You don't hate
let's
us
be-
as much as you hate you.
No, we've been shit. We've been
Yeah,
shit.
but they hate you
I think
guys.
it's-
No,
I think
but
it's-
they didn't win because they hate us. They won because
you
we
hate
shit.
us because you're
And I don't
based
think
in
Arsenal are
London.
going to
I
be
think
shit.
it's
And I think it's different now with flipping kebab shop at the back. So
Bro,
It's a
but you
different
got
ballgame.
to remember, you man are
Who's
like
Kebab Shop?
United. You man are United. You man are United fans, but you're based in the UK dealing with Arsenal fans every day. Like in Manchester, you lot don't give a shit about Arsenal like that.
True.
no, we do, man.
You think,
How do you
We
know?
do. We do, bro.
So
those games
United
I've
fans will
I've gone to them with Marley Marr. We do.
you know what? Actually, just before you move on, Della, this is a question that I saw Carragher and Neville talking about. Who had the better rivalry, Liverpool and Man City, or Arsenal
Like, clear off, bro.
and United?
Arsenal, Man United, bro.
I think that as well. But
Yeah.
some
Who
people
fucking
might not
cares,
think
man?
that.
It's just like you lot talking about. It's like you're talking about some dinosaur shit, bro. That rivalry was a long time ago, bro.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it was Arsenal. Man. If he's responding like that,
No, I'm just saying, no, it is. No, I'm saying it was, but who cares, bro?
I know because they had a proper little convo about it, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Like Neville, Carragher, and a couple of fans.
I don't think. How many titles did you lot win during that period?
So I think if I remember, in that 7-year period, United won 4, we won 3.
Yeah, we haven't won enough titles.
Yeah, you only
Premier
won
League
one.
titles for it to be.
you only won 1 in 33 years. So.
Yeah, so like I said, anyway,
Yeah,
it's
cool.
not. It's not.
This guy's
You know,
unscrupulous.
bro,
yeah.
They're like, you need to stop laughing.
Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. Liverpool 2, West Ham 2, Liverpool 2, and before that
Tough
it was
game.
Everton 2, Liverpool 0.
Oof.
But before that, you won the Carabao Cup in Feb.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is going back a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And at that point, did you envisage you would get knocked out of the FA Cup?
Fine.
Yo, that setup was interesting.
Go on.
Knocked out of Europa
Oof.
and be out of the title race?
We're not out of the title race.
Okay.
He had to fight. He has to
saying?
fight.
No,
he's got to
because-
give you something.
No, because if you're gonna be throwing stuff at me, I need to say which one is a fact and which one's not a fact.
Okay, so
We're out of the FA Cup, we're out of the European League.
mathematically, you're not out of the Prem.
We're not out of the title race.
But
No,
let me remind you of a few things.
we have to.
You got knocked out of the FA Cup, you said you didn't care.
No, I didn't say that about the
What
FA
did you
Cup.
say?
I was livid about the FA Cup.
No, but you said you didn't care about the FA Cup.
No, I never said that. What's
Okay.
going on here? I
Okay.
was livid about that because
Maybe I was
remember
wrong.
we came back and then
I think it was
thought
mainly
we played
Carabao.
shit.
I think it was Carabao he was saying he
You
didn't
was
care
angry
about.
I didn't care about
performance.
Carabao Cup.
You was angry that you...
No,
you-
Europa didn't care about
No,
it.
you-
And that too.
yeah, it was Europa. Yeah,
And
that's
you,
true.
you didn't care about the Europa. So do you care that you might be potentially at the Prem?
I don't know if I've been on wax since we lost what was the game? I think it was the Everton game. No, I haven't, innit? That was midweek.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we bottled it, man.
Mm.
Maybe not bottled. What's another?
No,
What's another cylindrical container that holds liquid? We jugged it. We jugged it, man.
Shit.
We jugged it still. No, I think if we're gonna be fair and we're gonna judge Liverpool based on the same metrics that we judged Arsenal last season, we bottled it, man.
Yeah.
100%, we bottled
But
it.
the luck was with Everton in that game, man.
No, it's not about luck.
The luck-
I think it was.
we
what
played
luck
shit,
do they
bro.
have?
They just the luck of like goals going in and Liverpool not putting nothing away.
No.
I can't say that's
No, we got
luck,
bottled. We got bang up still, bro. That was
Yeah, Calvert.
But
Calvert-
before
Calvert-
that game, when was the
everybody.
last time you lost to Everton?
Klopp's never lost to Everton.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was bad timing as well.
Yeah, so but
14 years, I think.
That's weird as well. No one ever thought Liverpool would lose that game.
Nah.
I thought it'd be funny just because of Dyche.
let's just say I made some money off of that game.
This guy.
I'm checking. No, I definitely thought it was going to be a difficult game because we've just been playing shit in last games. Like,
But even when you're playing shit, you still beat them. But you've been beating them for how many years? It doesn't...
no, but something's changed since the Atalanta and the Crystal Palace games, innit? Like, we look exhausted. We look like, and then all of a sudden, those academy boys have gone missing. Like, where are they? Let me see. Let me see Jaden Dans. Let me see. I know Conor Bradley's injured, but let me see. What's that?
what's it? Clark.
Bobby Clark. I want to see these. Let me see them now, bro. Man, because the other guys are playing shit, and then you were using them when you didn't have these other guys available. All of a sudden, you don't want to use them. And again, my issue is that it's been the same issue from game week 2. We've never rectified the conceding first in the games, innit, man? And really and truly, you can't win the title like that, man.
Yeah.
You can't. So, in terms of bowing out of the Premier League race, the only reason, if for example, I hadn't been given it a bit large in terms of Arsenal stinking like shit, maybe I would feel bad. But sorry, I wouldn't feel bad at all. The only reason why I feel bad is because I may have written some checks that I can't cash. That's it, like honestly speaking. But in terms of like before the season started, I knew this team was good for nothing. I thought it was finishing fourth for this season.
And there's some listeners right now that want to punch you out through their speakers. Man.
I'm getting you, man. You know what I mean? No, but I didn't think we were going to finish fourth. So like, if we do hindsight and retrospect, we've been overperforming based off of that little announcement that he's leaving. Now the energy's run out, the well is dry. We've got nothing left, bro.
But where do you think it started to fall off? Do you think it was the United game or the Atlanta game?
100% it was a United game,
Yeah.
FA Cup, bro, man. Like, because we saw, that was the first game we saw that nobody's coming to save you, bro. No miracle is coming to save us. No Salah, none of these guys are coming to save you.
Yeah.
You have to see out a game. You have to do it tactically. Klopp did nothing tactical. It's always, like I said, since game week 2, he's never figured out a way to stop us from conceding early or conceding goals in general. So we've just been doing a shootout in most games and an emotional shootout.
So in the group, in the group, speaking to John, he was talking about the whole Salah Mane thing. I don't know what he was alluding to, as if to say whether you guys should have sold Mane, you should have sold Salah over Mane, or was he saying you should have kept both? But in hindsight, how do you feel about the whole Salah thing now?
I know that's. I think that's a load of shit, bro. I think that the real issue is that he brought a striker in who doesn't know how to play any of Klopp's systems
or finish.
Can you name that striker?
I think it begins with a D, I think, or ends with a Z. No, he's got a striker in and he hasn't built a system to facilitate that striker, in my opinion. So
the striker is Darwin Núñez, by the way.
but obviously, so I think more than Mane, I think it's Firmino that's being missed, bro. Like, obviously Firmino didn't have a great season last season, but the role that he played, he should have been bringing a striker in that can feed other guys into the game. Darwin Núñez, obviously off of the ball, like Haaland, is a bit dead, but unlike Haaland, he doesn't know where the back is, the net is, isn't it? So that's what I think more than, like, Mane. Don't get me wrong, Mane was an essential part of how he played football, but I think those parts are easier to get than a facilitator.
Yeah. So isn't that what Gakpo's for?
That's what he was supposed to be for. And whether he is that, like, towards the end of the season, we're starting to see a sharper player, but too little, too late, man.
Yeah.
So hot, cold, isn't he? Hot,
yeah,
cold.
Exactly, man.
Speaking of obviously Salah, so there was an incident happening between him and Klopp. I don't know whether you got inside scoop to tell us what happened.
So obviously, I've been on the phone to my people out there. So what's happening is, Klopp likes to shake hands and hug everybody when he's coming on.
Yeah.
When he went to shake hands and hug Salah, he just shook his hand and he's like, a bit of a cold shoulder. Then he went to Núñez and shook his hand and hugged him. He went to
Salah slaps his hand.
Didn't hug him. Didn't hug him.
Oh, he didn't give him the hug.
He went to Gomez, shook his hand and hugged him, and then we conceded. It's like, see, this is what happens when you don't hug me.
You're dumb, man.
And then they start arguing. It's like, I don't hug. But yeah, man. But basically, I think it's a nothing thing, and I think Salah's just pissed off that he wasn't on the pitch.
Yeah.
But you would have said it's a nothing thing, but I think his remarks after the game, when he was asked a question, I think he said that if I speak, there'll be fire.
I thought there'll be fire and brimstone.
But he didn't speak. So he's just being a soundboy, really. And then I'm seeing that they're potentially renewing his contract with Richard Hughes, bro. So
you think he's definitely staying?
I don't think he's definitely staying. I personally think new manager, new project, get as much money as you can for him as possible. Even though, like, listen, I know that next season, if he stays, he's banging goals because he just bangs goals. It's just towards the end of the season where he usually dries up. So I'll gladly take his goals. But if he wants to leave, I think, you have to take that money. Imagine the same thing you did with Coutinho. It's a new manager coming in. He's going to need a project, and ideally he will start the project with players that he wants there, even though he'll probably want Salah. But
ETH 2.0.
That's Speak. Do you know much about the manager?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys have played Feyenoord, right?
Is it confirmed?
Yeah.
No, it's not confirmed.
Yes.
It's not confirmed.
I don't think we play Feyenoord.
Who did you play? You played PSV?
PSV.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No. So,
He's confirmed it.
It's not confirmed.
He's confirmed it.
I thought they sorted out the conversation. They've already got that arranged.
Maybe, but it's not been confirmed by Liverpool to say
it's not been on the yellow banner.
Basically.
Yeah, I think Klopp's spoken about it.
Yeah.
Spoken about
It's been spoken about by the club.
Yeah,
but it's not said this is going to be our new manager next year.
How do you feel about him? Are you just worried just because of Erik ten Hag came from that league? And...
No, I don't. Like, there's loads of good Dutch managers in the past, man. So I'm not worried about that. I think Erik ten Hag.
There isn't that many, is there? I'm sure.
Dutch managers. Koeman,
LVG.
You lot said he owned LVG. We trust
top ones.
LVG is a top manager, bro. He was a top manager. You're thinking because of Man United. He wasn't.
He was alright. He was alright. Man United.
Rijkaard.
Frank Rijkaard. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Ruud
Gullit. Yeah, he done well at Chelsea.
I think he's good at Chelsea.
Obviously, Cruyff.
And obviously Ten Hag before he came to Man United.
Yeah, I hear that. I guess I'm just bitter.
No, but anyway, I'm not gonna let Ten Hag be the one to define Dutch managers. But the one thing I am worried about is that I know that the Dutch league does not translate well into the English league. I think the best translation was Van Persie and Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, maybe to what Schreier said, he's very excited. So do you think the club might be too heavy for him?
No, because I I think Jurgen Klopp was quite excited when he came to Liverpool as well, to be honest, even though he had a decent enough CV, but when he came to the club, I want somebody to have enthusiasm. I want somebody to come in, and I don't want someone to come in who's bigger than the club.
Yeah.
And you also don't want someone to come in that's already burnt out. Like the enthusiasm,
Jaded.
Yeah. Enthusiasm is really good.
And I think again, you're filling big boots. You don't want that person to be. You want that person to be a sacrificial lamb to some.
That's what I'm going to say.
You want him to be like in, and if it's going bad, then get him out. Get the guy you really wanted in, and
Do you think that person
give them time. Arteta and Emery kind of thing, you know.
Okay.
So who do you think they really want?
Xabi Alonso.
Of course, no. Yeah, Xabi was number one. I think the Amorim one.
I don't think he was number one until he won the league, though.
No.
I think he would have was number one from the offset.
Yeah. From because he was doing unbeaten and they're playing a new style of football and a good style of football. So I think he was the number one candidate.
Has this guy won anything?
Who?
Your new manager potential?
I think he's won a cup. He's won a cup with Feyenoord. I think he's won the league as well.
Yeah. He's also managed Malasia as well.
Was it final beat? Was it Mourinho's team? Was in some European?
Was it Roma in Europa?
I feel like was that him?
Yeah, I think it was.
Might have been
In the Conference League.
Yeah.
Or did they lose that?
Did they lose?
No, they must have lost it because.
Mourinho won it.
I think he lost against.
Oh, they
That was
lose
his
it?
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in terms of other options, I think Amorim was an option. I think he was moving a bit booky and then was coming in for West Ham for interviews with West Ham or something like that.
He apologised for that. You see him?
He apologised to Sporting though. Because I don't really get that guy's not really serious if you're coming for interviews and apologising after as well. Like you should have got clearance from your club. But in terms of him coming, I think it's a new future, man. New start. Obviously, I'm expecting things to get worse before they get better. So there's no pressure from me, to be completely honest, man.
And where's your stance with Nunes? Because I feel like a lot of fans have turned on him in the last couple of weeks, but I don't feel like nothing has really changed as with Nunes. Nunes has been Nunes consistently.
No. Okay, so what changed in that game is obviously you dropped points to Palace. You won against Fulham. You know you're in a title race, and you're talking to the guys. Van Dijk is saying this is the time for everybody to show up, turn up, do all of this stuff, and you've got that chance on goal. You don't know the chance I'm talking about against Everton, where he went
straight.
Yeah, so in that position, bro, like I don't care if you score or not. I just need you to show us composure, show us that you understand.
But he's been doing it all season.
No, but hang on. But there's also times when he's like when he came on against Newcastle when he bagged them two.
But that's what I'm saying. But he's been consistently Darwin Nunes.
No, but what I'm saying, we know that he's
capable.
when he wants to be a dunce, he will do that stuff. But we know that he's capable of being a clinical striker.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the time we needed you. The other times we kind of needed you, but it wasn't as crucial as it was now. If we win this game, we're in the title race. You got the ball, you're in front of the keeper. The keeper's shown you space for you to go to.
Yeah.
And then he just lashes it. So I think that's when everybody was like, all right, cool.
But he just did what Darwin Nunes does.
Yeah, no, but it's like sometimes there's an opportunity for people to become a hero.
I know.
And in that game against Newcastle, he became a hero. In the other games, it wasn't really a hero-making position. This was it. This was the last straw. Like, fam, we need you right now. Deliver for us. We'll love you.
But in saying
he
that,
didn't deliver for us. And the odds were that he wasn't going to deliver.
Yeah.
But that was the final test, so to speak, innit?
Was that your time as well for you to sell your stocks?
Me?
Yeah, you still got stocks in them.
Buy high, sell low.
You see with Darwin Nunes,
You started to believe it. I know what you're going to say, but you started to believe what you were saying.
Not really. Not really. Listen, he will score goals for sure, but he's just chaos, bruv. And I enjoy watching the chaos in a Liverpool shirt because there was a lot of Liverpool fans that were saying this guy is the truth, and it's a weird one because I feel like every team has had a player like that where it's just pure madness.
No, they never said he's the truth. They said he's a truth. They didn't say he's the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we not everyone's got a player like that, but Arsenal's got a player in Jesus who, in my opinion, doesn't finish the chances that he could finish.
Yeah,
but I think Nunes is a bit more frustrating because he does almost everything
Bro, he hits the post with precision, man. That's what's frustrating,
yeah.
man. But sorry, again, just with Nunez, I think the problem was when he was creating chaos, there were other players around to kind of feed off of that and finish their dinners. Same time, you got Diaz has caught wherever it is that Nunez is and hits the post every game now as well. And Salah's just not showing up. That's where it becomes a problem. Where like
is Salah not showing up, or is he not being allowed to show up? Because why is he on the bench so much?
He's not showing up. He's on the bench because he's not showing up.
Yeah.
You think so?
100%. He's been stinky, bro, man.
Yeah.
But do you think
since Wan-Bissaka?
I didn't know
Since Wan-Bissaka
to that game. I
Yeah,
didn't know he got dropped. I thought he was
100%.
injured or something.
No,
Would you say like, because you know, like when you were mentioning, sorry to talk about Arsenal again, but you know when you was mentioning Saka,
You're not sorry.
I am this time. But you know, like when you were saying that, like Arsenal fans are the ones that get onto Saka that much, would you men say that Saka was stinky at times in the last few
Salah.
games? No, not Saka.
I wouldn't say he's stinky because I didn't. Even though he's carried Arsenal for a while, I don't think he is of the person. I've never had him on the same level as Salah.
Okay.
So my expectations of Saka have been a lot lower. So I think at the level that Saka is now, he's due a shitty game or two.
Oh, okay.
But I think Salah, the level that Salah is, he bro, we're not expecting shit games from you, bro, especially in the crunch time.
True.
But you do it every season.
Yeah,
So it's a bit jarring.
Because the reason why I asked was because I don't think we would have ever I don't think we'd ever sub.
But Salah's been really bad, bro.
Yeah, he
He's
has
been really bad.
And I think the problem is it's not only Salah, it's like a lot of players. The only person that looks like they're really trying on going for it is Diaz. So that's why I think he's not been benched. But you've got other guys who are coming back from fitness, and it's like, why not, bro? Like Harvey Elliott, he can't wait till Klopp goes, bro, because he's been playing well whenever he comes on, and he can't buy any.
Oh, he started on the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he started.
Yeah,
this
that's
weekend,
one
bro.
thing I did wonder because Harvey Elliott, to your point, Harvey Elliott's a baller. Like, he should start, but it's difficult to obviously
Exactly.
Yeah.
dislodge Salah.
And then some of the centre mids haven't been playing great as well, man. So like Soboslai is gone, so he should be starting centre mid over Soboslai.
How many goals has he got this? He's been underwhelming, hasn't he? Because people thought he was going to be the truth.
No, but
Joey did.
You know,
he said it was better than Odegaard.
no, I said McAllister.
Fucking
You
lie.
keep on saying that, but you ain't like show me nothing.
Yeah, because every time I go to get the evidence, you tell me,
I said,
relax.
please, bro.
Yeah, you said,
No, but obviously Soboslai, since his injury, man, he's just not been able to recreate anything similar to what he was at the beginning of the season. Man. So it's just a shame, man, really. But yeah.
Have you got Liverpool getting bumped in your notes?
Oh yes, please. Can we talk about that?
Oh yes. The Gakpo.
Disgusting, bro, man. That referee, bro. He
What do
should
you think
never.
about that? Because I just thought,
Nasty stuff, bro.
No, you know what? I understand what the referee was doing,
Yeah.
but
what would
the
you
way
have done?
the
Would
way
you have finished it? If you was Gakpo, would you have just put it in the back of the net and just taking the yellow card?
I don't know
You
if
have
I would have, but that would have been the right thing to do. But he blew though, so I didn't.
Yeah,
he wouldn't have given it.
Yeah, so the point is that it wouldn't have. So a lot of people are saying you do it anyway just to make them look at it. They can't look at it because the whistle's been blown. So there's nothing you could have done. But if you're a striker worth your weight in salt, you're doing it anyway.
Yeah.
You're doing it anyway, even though it wouldn't have made a difference.
And then saying I never heard it.
Are you saying I never heard it?
Yeah.
And then,
but to your point, what does that do?
it doesn't do anything, but at least it kind of
It compounds what's
yeah.
happened.
And then in the media they'll talk about it more. But what's it, Anthony Taylor?
Yeah,
Bro, that was
the most
did you see
active
what
I've seen
happened,
you
bro?
on Twitter, bruv.
Okay, so
It was nasty.
Let me tell everybody what
happened.
because I'm watching it live, yeah, and I see I think it was Gakpo that went up for the header with Areola. He catches the ball, goes down on the ground. Everybody checks to see you're all right. I think the referee was looking to whether he should blow the whistle or not. He doesn't blow the whistle. Areola gets up. Everybody walks away. Plays resume. He puts the ball down. Gakpo runs to go and put it in the back of the net. Referee blows the whistle. Gakpo's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? What are you doing? Like, blah, blah, blah. Referee comes over. He talks to Anthony, to Areola.
This is the worst part
And then
of it.
he pushes Areola, says, go down onto the floor.
That was the worst part of it.
He puts his hand on him and pushes him back, says, go on the floor. And then he calls the physio onto the pitch.
I couldn't believe it.
Calls the physio onto the pitch. So that is what is devious. And that's nasty, bro. That's like a policeman putting weed in your pocket. Not even weed, putting like a brick in your pocket and saying, this guy tried to shoot me. That's basically what he just did to Gakpo, yeah. And then the referees are like, to be fair, I haven't heard what referees saying.
I need to watch that.
But the problem was, you watch that, and then I'm watching the after match analysis, and I know they've been instructed not to talk about it, bro.
Oh, they didn't talk about it.
They did not say one thing about it, bro.
Wow.
Then you go on Twitter, all the videos have been taken down. You can't get those videos. I had to share one video from some brother in Poland, bro. That's how crazy it was. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah,
so
it was about to your point. The nastiest part was when he walks up to him and says, "Like go." He says, "Go down," and he calls the physio.
Yeah.
He was perfectly. It was Areola.
Areola was fine.
He was perfectly
Absolutely fine, bro.
What do you think he was doing, Areola? Or what do you think he was thinking? Because
He probably thought it was a foul.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's fine if you thought it was a foul, but it doesn't mean that it was a foul. And it's kind of, for me, it's like the Arsenal Bayern one, but the difference is the ball has never gone out of play once. In the Arsenal Bayern one, it's a goal, it's gone out of play, so the game stopped. So this game is in play, and the referee has said this game is in play on.
True.
And then he's made the decision to stop it. To cover for his back, so that's for me. That's the same level as that Tottenham
But
one.
sometimes don't we say we want common sense to prevail, and don't you feel
That
like
wasn't common sense,
No?
bro. That was a goalkeeper fuck up.
Yeah,
That was a goalkeeper fuck up, and then the goalkeeper deserved to get punished for that fuck up.
yeah, I agree with that.
And mostly because the ball hasn't gone out of play, so that's cheating for you to stop it and now say this game is gone.
Yeah.
I'm stopping it.
In that position there, you'd want that to be Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez is,
But he's too dumb to stop the flow.
if he misses that one, that's unlucky. And speaking of strikers, before we move on, with Salah's age, do you feel like it's time that you're probably moving more central to play as your striker?
No, I don't think so. You know, I don't.
Or false nine.
I don't think whatever's happening with him, I don't think it's anything to do with fitness or
No,
like
this time for
speed
change.
or anything.
So he said there's less reliance on him doing defensive work.
He doesn't have to do that much defensive work, if I'm going to be honest. But no, I don't think he should be central. I think he should stay out wide, and I think he should just focus more on beating his man or going 1v1 with his man. He hasn't done that since his return from injury, bro. Against he returned prematurely against Brentford, I think it was, and then he didn't come back after that, man.
Cool. All right, let's move on from that game. Now we're going to talk about the top race for the top four, should I say? So Villa after they beat Arsenal, did they win the next game?
They drew Chelsea, didn't they? Oh
No, that wasn't the next game.
No, that wasn't the next one.
I swear they lost.
No, let me check.
Anyway, I can't remember. But then they drew 2-2 with Chelsea.
Great game.
So currently they are in fourth place with 67 points, and below them Tottenham 60 points with 2 games in hand, and then we get to United with 34 games played, 54 points. So you guys, are you guys with me?
I'm with you, man.
So you guys,
Yeah, Villa beat Bournemouth. I just checked.
what, Villa beat Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys drew.
No, he's not listening, Della, man.
I'm listening.
He's looking at Quavo concert that Chris Brown bought the tickets for.
You guys drew 1-1 with Burnley. But before we get into the game, I just want to read out a post-match quote from
You
your,
want to talk about our win first?
from your gaffer.
We won as well, by the way.
There was one. Who did you? Oh,
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United.
Yeah.
And it was another mess, but I thought him.
Yeah, it was a mess. It
that
was a
one.
mess.
What was the score in that game?
4-2. 4-2.
I
Yeah.
can't believe you didn't
Was-
get a
we-
clean sheet in that, man.
Was it 2-0 down or?
Yeah,
You were losing.
1-0 down,
Yeah.
1-1, 2-1.
yeah.
Then we
That's it.
yeah, stole it.
Yes, but after the your Burnley game at the weekend, the quote from your gaffer said, "We are one of the most dynamic and entertaining teams in the league at this moment. We are creating loads of chance by playing good football. It was unnecessary to lose control. We repaired this at halftime, and the second half was much better." Can you confirm or deny if that statement is true?
I think he's struggling with English. I'll be honest. I think he hasn't got a grasp. He hasn't got a grasp of English at present, and it's clear to show to see. Basically, statements like that are going to be the reason he gets fired.
But you are entertaining to watch, though. Like
In the wrong ways, though.
In the wrong
Yeah.
ways. In the wrong ways. He's saying we're creating chance. We ain't creating that many chances. Like we're a circus at the minute. Like watching Man United, there's going to be goals. There's absolutely going to be goals.
Always.
The opposition teams they're going to have at least 10 chances.
They're going to try in it. Yeah.
They're gonna have a go. Like Onana's gonna be tested at least 5 times within the game, at least minimum. Like United are a mess, and he's a liar. He's a liar. I'm starting to understand what Sancho was talking about. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
He's a bit disillusional.
Yeah, he is a little bit disillusioned. You
I feel like you want to defend him, but there's not much you can say.
No, you can't.
It's because, bro, like you said not that long ago in this same podcast, Dre, man, that you got the kebab shop, man, in your.
That's
in
it.
your back line.
Trust me. And Raf,
he's
I don't.
He's kind of a little bit handicapped.
But that is his signing.
I feel a bit
But
bad
that's
for
his
him.
signing, though.
It is his signing.
Yeah.
But you know
I
what
think,
he did?
that's a club signing.
No, yeah, that's a club
You think
signing.
so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I don't.
He hasn't got the pull to bring Casemiro
Yeah.
to the club.
Okay, but maybe it's a club sign. But don't you feel like the club spoke to him before they signed him?
Yeah, they probably said we can probably get this guy in. What do you think?
Yeah, because what I don't understand is that for all, like throughout the whole that transfer window, he was chasing De Jong.
Yeah.
Then he went to Casemiro, which is a completely different profile. And sometimes you just look at some of the signings and the profile of signings, you're like, this ain't making sense. You've all made some out week and went to get James Maddison.
Yeah.
Nah, he's probably better off not buying James Maddison now still.
No, but he would have fit more of basically Bruno and Mount. I don't think they can play in the same team together.
Why do you think that about Maddison? Well, because
He's what?
Since everybody mentioned why Southgate hasn't been putting him into the team, bro, he's been stinking, man.
I saw something about he was unplayable, unavailable, unnoticeable.
Who's that? Mount or
Maddison.
In the last
that's
game,
not true.
in the derby.
No, just like in general, in
That's
terms
how
of
he sees
his how he sees.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's a good. That's a good synopsis.
But then what
Yeah.
would you say about Mount? He's just been unavailable.
Yeah, just being injured.
Yeah.
Injured too much.
But we would have the same problem if you bought Maddison, because Maddison and Bruno couldn't be in the same team doing the same stuff.
I think so as well. And
I think it might even be worse.
And again, injury
Maddison's
prone
been
as well.
unavailable as well this season.
Yeah.
But I feel like if Maddison was available,
Do you think he gives more?
yeah, I think you could have played him in the 10 and played Bruno in the 8.
It's a bit of Bruno does like to play centre back sometimes, but I think it's a bit in terms of defensive intelligence. I don't think it will be great.
I'm just trying to make it work because I didn't think Mount worked, and I thought that has made more sense.
To be fair,
But Matt hasn't really he hasn't really played that much as well. Like he's probably played what five games, 7 games, and not consistently as well.
Yeah.
So we actually don't even know if Mount works or not as of
the
yet.
profile of the
Matt will work on the next manager. I think.
I think so as well.
You hope so.
I think
Has
so.
not.
Because Mount gets about. He's got a goal in him, and he can spot a pass as well. Good at set pieces as well. Like he's definitely got value. We just need to see him fit. That's the problem.
The thing is, we said before. Well, that's what I said in many a group that with United, it's all about. I know they say that obviously with football you got to score goals, but we actually have to score more goals than our opposition because we know that we leak goals all the time now.
But you know, I was
can relate to
watching
that.
match. I think it was Match of that, but I fell asleep all this week trying to watch Match of the Day. But they showed the highlights of your game against Burnley, and a lot of the times you just see your midfielders are so open, and I felt sorry for Maynard because you just see him always like,
He's running all over the place.
Yeah.
He's doing 400 meters, bro.
Yeah.
well,
It's
Mad bleak
bonkers.
test.
But why doesn't he just sit though?
but because maybe maybe he's not being instructed to do that.
But what I've seen Mainu doing, he's found himself in the box a lot of the time now, and I've obviously that's an instruction from the manager. Like
I don't know if it is though.
But I think it is.
There has to
But
be.
that's the midfield.
because he wasn't doing that when he first started.
No, bro. Not when he first started, but I think after he got his goal versus Wolves, bro, he's always in the box now.
And I think that's because the managers told him, all right, I can see that this guy can get us a goal now. Get in the box.
But there's someone has to sit, and I think that is how they set up. Because when we watched that thing, and we were talking about in the group, that's how he set up Ajax. He doesn't have a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is mad.
It is mad. It doesn't. You can't do that in the Prem.
And he did like that. Yeah, just that game was annoying. Because even the goal we conceded, obviously Onana done the thing with, the penalty where Onana knocked out the striker. Who is it? He punched someone in the face again.
Similar to the Wolves one.
Yeah, similar to the Wolves, but
the what led up to that was just us being trash again. Wan-Bissaka trying to clear it, dodgy clearance, and then Casemiro trying to header it back to the keeper and failing with that as well. Now they're a mess, man. Like a lot of our goals that we concede, they're so avoidable.
yeah, agreed.
100. So then, obviously, I'm gonna say, what are you not playing for now? Just the FA Cup, or do you have?
No, it's just FA Cup.
Just the FA Cup. So if I went for
FA
you,
Cup and Pride, but the Pride
Yeah, it's true.
losing that.
Do you not think you can win the FA Cup?
I think so.
no,
Well, no,
before we get to the FA Cup,
Never know, innit?
Yeah.
before we get to the FA Cup, let's focus on the league. So as I said, you've got.
Palace next.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm trying to look at the table.
Oh, sorry.
So with what you are, your 6 points behind Tottenham. Then you got, again, going to go through some list of games. Tell me if you think you can win it or not. Palace away.
Probably draw or lose.
Arsenal home.
Draw.
What?
Is it because is it just, do you just
He doesn't
I'm
believe
willing
it.
it. I'm willing it, bro. I'm putting it in the atmosphere, bro.
You don't believe that.
Newcastle at home?
That's gonna be tight.
We'll win that.
Win. Or Newcastle at home, I'm saying they're a bit dangerous.
We'll win that.
And then Brighton away, so you should win. But isn't it, don't United always play Brighton, and is it Brighton you always play last game of the season?
Or start.
Yeah.
No, being honest though, our next game against Crystal Palace, the way Crystal Palace are playing, we potentially lose that because Crystal Palace they're going to have chances. Against Arsenal, if I was putting money down, I would bet on Arsenal because again, they're going to have chances. Every single team has chances, and I guess you just have to measure it against the standard or against the opposition. Like if we give chances to Crystal Palace now, they're gonna score and they're gonna win because they're in form. Arsenal will get clapped like 7-0 potentially. Who was the other one?
Newcastle,
yeah.
Isaac's on fire. Wilson's just come back.
Same. Yeah, same.
Especially because our defense is just so makeshift, man.
Yeah, we're in trouble, man.
So is Ryan injured?
I think he's come.
Or he just doesn't want to play football?
Nah, yeah. Since his doesn't want to head the ball revelations, it's crazy, bro. But there was apparently he's put out a photo that he's doing a lot better, so he might be back. Who knows?
So he's not gonna. He doesn't want to head the ball.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
He might as well just retire now.
I think he just put a statement out because his header in the ball. Like,
he's headering, but he's saying
maybe like something traumatic in training.
he's saying that it's affected him, like
Then
not
retire,
heading the ball.
because you can't be a defender and not headed the ball.
Yeah, but
How does he know that whatever's affecting him is because of headering? Because he's been headering the ball
he's saying
since
like
he was 10.
blackouts and all sorts.
Yeah,
of
but how does he know that's because of headering? If you've been headering all your life, and
that's not why.
The doctor,
That's not why.
He just wants to get paid and not be embarrassed anymore, man. Like, come on, man. Drawing 1-1 with Burnley in the field of dreams or nightmares, whatever your stadium's called nowadays, probably.
But if I'm Ten Hag, I'm saying to Varane, like, you need to come back. Nah, you need to come back.
Do you want not headed the ball,
bro? Like, nah, bro. Instead of Casemiro, I'm taking him.
He's got to be injured. That's the reason why he's out. He's not out because he's not heading the ball. Like, what I think what you're alluding to is he had a report where he was talking about. I think he told his son that he tells his son now to not header the ball because it can cause long lasting damage.
Is this where it came from?
This is where it come from.
Yeah,
The leader are the terrible people, man.
This is where it came from.
Okay. So, and this is what you've been running with, J-Man.
No, he's actually said as well that repetition of heading the ball. He thinks that it's affected his health long term.
So you think if he plays for Manchester United, you think he's going to win 0 aerial duels on purpose?
No. He's not going to do that on purpose. But I think he's trying to highlight a thing that he's suffering. Guy's suffering. He's saying.
Shit, you guys sound down, man. Let's be more positive.
Going to finish the season though. Where do you think you men are going to finish the season?
I think where we are.
Wait, see when he answers questions, yeah, just look into his eyes to know if the question is genuine or not. And I'll tell you now, Dre, that wasn't a genuine question. If there's like a little glimmer of evil in his eye, and it's usually the left eye in the corner.
You know what?
So that wasn't a genuine question.
I don't even look that direction anymore.
It's because of what you guys were saying before, like the season began. Like if we clipped up what you were saying about your team, but the season was starting to how you.
It would have been me.
No, but to
how you sound.
To be fair, brother, I don't want to give ETH excuses, but I understand where he goes. Like, I don't know why, but our players have not been here all season. Like, whether it's down to injury,
it does to him. I don't know.
Yeah, you can only use that for certain.
Yeah.
Like at this moment in time, I feel like we've played so many. I can understand when you use that excuse when you're comparing against the top 6, for instance. But the fact of the matter is, we are playing shit against everyone.
Yeah.
So even if your first team are out, your second string team should be able to manage against a Burnley, a Sheffield United.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Like, and when we're not, then it's like, all right, well, now we got to look at you, fella.
But the thing is it mad that
Burnley do play good football though?
They do, but it's still Burnley, bro.
But that's what I'm saying though. But is it mad that when we play Casemiro, like he's not seeing him and going like, I might have to just give one of my youth players like a go.
Yeah, I'm right back.
Or anyone, bro.
I think the problem might be a striker as well. I know you bought Højlund, but because I'm thinking about it, when I'm actually thinking about it, like you should not be drawing with Burnley 1-1. Like You shouldn't be.
But even their goal was fortunate as well because of a bad pass from.
Yeah, but you've got players that you should be hurting teams like.
No, we should be. We're not putting chances away, and we're at the back. It's just I can't lie. Sometimes I'm having to close my eyes when
Did
another
you get that
team
many
attacks.
chances in that game though? I was watching that game and then I had to turn off, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
We're not a good watch. We're not a good watch. Which makes me even wonder why.
So Ten Hag is lying about you being entertaining.
No, we're entertaining, but not in a good way. Like we're entertaining because like we concede a lot of chances, and it's just a mess, bruv. Like,
Why don't you look pretend you're playing Liverpool?
This guy's
No, but it's the same thing though, isn't it? Because I mean, the teams are getting a lot of chances, but they're not scoring. So we are technically playing Liverpool.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just about taking your chances, isn't it? But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy end to the season because
This just shows how bad we were, man. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
And you think you're gonna get a draw against Arsenal as a team that don't take their chances? I think
if Casemiro is playing at the back, then you're gonna win that, man.
What's the score? Give me a scoreline. Be brave, man.
Look at his left eye, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Just be brave. Be brave.
I would say
Be honest.
3-2 to Arsenal.
I'll be honest, man. I said
3-2.
I said be honest.
Wait, you think you're going to score 2 goals past Arsenal?
I do.
But Tottenham did, so anything is possible. But no, guys, I think you guys.
Why did you answer the question?
No, like
Because it's not a real question, is it?
let's get on track, guys. I feel like these guys are getting bullied. Let's be more positive. As I said, you're playing City in the FA Cup. And did you answer this question? Where do you think you're going to finish?
I said, where are we now? 6th?
Yes.
I think we'll stick at 6th.
We're finishing 6th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, 6.
Hold on, but who's got some games in hand? Newcastle. Someone's got games in hand. I feel like it's not as straightforward, you know.
What, to finish 6th? I mean,
United have a game in hand against Palace.
Oh, so it's United. You've got the. Oh, okay, fair enough.
and regardless, if you finish 6th, 7th, 8th, it's all the same thing for me. Like, it's all dead.
You know what? If you finish 6th and win the FA Cup, I genuinely believe
That's a alright season.
Better season Arsenal.
Not better season than Arsenal, but I think that for Eric Ten Hag,
Might be.
no, I don't think so. But for Eric Ten Hag, I personally, I'll be like, bruv, what do you expect from this guy? This guy's came in and he's giving you 2 trophies, bruv.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Fantastic.
And the trophies have elevated. So you've gone from the Tin Pot trophy that gets you the Europa Conference qualification, and now you've got Europa qualification.
I think it's all going to go down to, like I said, whoever comes back into the fold for our defence. I think that's going to be crucial. I don't know whether Martinez might need.
Are we talking about for FA Cup or just in general? Or
just for like,
rest of the season?
Yeah, until the end now.
What another player comes in that's been terrible at the beginning of the season to come back at the end of the season? You think it will change?
Maybe
Martinez.
Maybe Luke Shaw.
Oh, you said Martinez.
Yeah.
But when's he coming back?
Oh,
No, apparently he's nearly soon.
But let him rest for the rest of the season. Be back next season.
I think they're all coming back. And Martial, I knew he was going to be ready for the FA Cup final. You know,
Is he ready for the FA Cup final?
Jammy Dodger. I'm telling you, he's a jammy
but
guy.
You should take him, bruv. He's your best striker.
I wouldn't play him straight back off injury. Like, he needs to have a couple of games. But if he
But you've only got a couple of games left.
And can you even afford that? You can't even afford that luxury.
No, we can, because we're 6th, and what does it matter at this point?
Nah, FA Cup. You want to win that,
No,
right?
that's
What
different.
I'm saying is, if Martial is like ready for a selection now, he should play now, so he's ready for the FA Cup.
Oh, that's what you said.
I wouldn't just throw him into the FA Cup if he's available.
I'm with
Absolutely
you. I'm
not.
with you. You know what my dream is, and I know this is going to sound funny. I actually would love if Man City doesn't win anything this season. I would love that.
No.
So even if that means, obviously,
That'd be brilliant.
You don't want the MJ. You definitely want Man City to win the Premier League.
Do you know what?
Hey, the devil's best trick was making everybody believe that he doesn't exist.
For a second, he forgot that I existed, and he realized what the football world needs.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Horrible person, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting anyway. Like I said, if we get maybe a couple of defenders back, we might have a half decent chance. But if we're playing Casemiro at the back, I'm telling you, it's long.
I think everyone's going to be. Apparently, everyone's supposed to be fit by the end of the season. Even Malasha, you see him training.
But what happened to him?
Bruv, I don't know, but
There's something going on behind the scenes. They're not telling us the full story for that.
apparently he killed someone. Apparently, so.
No, he witnessed Quincy Promes and was in witness protection. That's apparently what's happening. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but I think they need to win the cup so ETH can go out on a high, man. Just do it for him.
We just need to win
But
the
you
cup.
said it last week.
Forget
You
him,
said
bro.
do it for him. Doesn't matter, man.
Do it for United, bro.
Yeah, the players should just do it for themselves.
If he wins the cup, he's staying, man.
No, he's not.
No.
You think so?
I think
Nah.
Jay-
Writing's on the wall.
LVG decided it.
Writing's on the wall.
But United fans, okay, do you think you're going to get a lot of money to spend in the summer?
Yeah, because apparently everyone's up for sale at Man United now.
Doesn't mean they're going to go
Jim's here now. They're Jason
I think-
Wilcox. If Dan comes in, Dan Ashworth,
No,
they're
but,
going to
but
be.
there's a difference between like that's why, for example, Arsenal had to like get rid of most of the players by getting like cancelling the contracts. So United, you may not get sales from those players. So do they have money coming in regardless of the?
Yeah,
I think we will sell them, but we'd just be crap fees.
I've heard we've got 100 million to that's going to be our transfer kitty, but then obviously, as to Jerry's point, we're going to. So Rand's out of contract, he's leaving. Martial's leaving. That's what's that, like 400k wages.
They're looking to
free up.
offload Casemiro,
Saudi.
Saudi.
But again,
Would you sell Rashford?
you know,
I would. For,
I would.
60, 70, I would get.
Would you
get
sell
rid
him?
of
Would you sell
even
him
for
to a
50?
Premier League rival?
yeah, why not?
Like Arsenal.
Yeah.
Would I sell him? So yeah, I would. You know,
Hell yeah.
I would.
He'll be good at Arsenal.
I think he'll be good at Arsenal, but
He might be all right at Arsenal. That's why that's why I'm kind of surprised you say that.
I've seen enough of him to know that he's actually inconsistent. Rashford at Arsenal would be like Gabby Jesus at Arsenal. He's
No.
good,
But
but he's not always good.
But he's that for you. I think he'd be.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
he
not
might be
that
better. I
fast,
think he
man.
might be better at a team where he gets coached
And more disciplined.
Because would you say
yeah,
that,
no, I hear that. I agree.
that Rashford's ever been coached?
Apart from Van Gaal, no.
Yeah, under
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I get your point, but I think he's just too inconsistent. I'll be honest. I think he's too inconsistent. He'll probably leave though because what's he on now? 350k
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
If I was United, I'm not selling him into any English team.
But you have, if you want him out of the club, you have to sell him to whoever's going to buy him.
Yeah, that would be silly though. If they want to,
No, but what, do you either keep him or sell him on? Like, if he's not doing anything at the club, what's the point of keeping him on that salary?
I know, but then yeah,
I don't think any English club apart from Chelsea is buying him though.
That's the thing. But I'm saying if there was,
I think Arsenal would get him. Arsenal would, if he was
Arsenal not
available
taking
for
him
like
on that salary as well.
I don't think
On that salary as well.
I don't
On the
think we
salary
should.
would be a problem.
I don't think we should. But if we did, I think we could do something with.
No, I think Arteta. That's not a player that's part of Arteta's personal profile.
no, definitely.
What do you mean? Because he doesn't work hard? Or?
No, just even the off-field antics. The fact that he has a personality.
he's been lazy as well,
off
man.
the pitch.
Oh, like what you saying? It's like bringing another Lacazette.
Or
and
Aubameyang. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nah, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but the fact that he has a reputation that precedes him, it's not something that Arteta would want to manage.
He's come out recently and said that all those stories and all those talks are unfair and been,
But there's still stories.
are highly exaggerated.
Yeah, probably, but they still exist about him. They don't exist about Kai Havertz. They don't exist about Odegaard.
I think as well
Whether it's fair or not.
because of the Man United as well, and I'm not. It's not even just because it's Man United. Like Man United, the stories do get blown up like 10 times.
Yeah.
Like-
No, I agree. I think United are definitely like they're despised in the media.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I think that FA Cup final. We need to definitely give a better display than we did against Coventry.
Where is it watching the game? No, where are you watching the game?
Oh, the final. I'm gonna try to go.
I watch it in probably. Yeah, in fact, yeah. Why
Yeah,
not?
I might try to go still.
Do you think that's in your best interest?
Yeah,
It's a
man.
day out, innit?
Yeah,
Didn't you go last year?
Yeah, I went last year as well.
Damn. Double homicide.
J-Man's committed.
Cool.
When he went Box Park, that's when I knew that he lost his mind, bro. My bro was at Box Park sending me abuse, celebrating the penalty shootout win. I was like, no, this guy's gone crazy.
Bro, we're in the final.
He's like, shut up.
One.
Shut up. I'm like, rah.
One step away from a trophy, man. That's all it is. It's just the accolades at the end of the season. If we can do it, it's going to be tough, but who knows?
If you win the FA Cup, have you had a better season than Liverpool?
Of course, bro.
Yeah, just because I
Is your
think
name Jay, bro?
just because the FA Cup just ranks higher. But
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, to be fair, a trophy's a trophy, man. Like,
Okay, what
come on.
about if Arsenal finish second and you win the FA Cup?
It's a better season.
Yeah, man, I'm with you, bro.
FA Cup's a little bit different, but if
the answer is yes.
If it was
The
like
answer is yes, bro.
Carabao, because obviously you man won the Carabao and you man are talking about sacking Eric.
No, but
Ten Hag.
you won the Carabao and you had a better season than Arsenal, though.
Bro,
Yeah, we
but they're
did.
talking about sacking.
No, I'm
Eric
saying
Ten
last
Hag.
season they had a better season.
No, so last season that's what you lot were saying. Obviously, I said that wasn't true,
But it was true.
And
It was true.
You know why it's not true?
How do you
Because
define a better season?
Silverware.
No.
because why is Eric Ten Hag? Why are we talking about sacking him then?
Yeah, like
Because
that's
he plays
how
This
do you
season
define
is
it?
stinky.
Yeah, because this season. Isn't it?
Come
No,
on,
yeah,
bro.
no,
This season's
He got
stinky,
no
bro.
credit for that
Isn't it,
cup.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me. I want to hit it. Go on, sorry.
Because isn't like if you say okay, because they won a trophy, but
Yeah.
you won a trophy. Okay, it's like saying a team won something one season, then they get relegated the second season. Like that first season, it's not a great season. Okay, and it was a great season, but if you don't like build on from it, it's difficult to say, you know what, it was a great season. Whereas you got a team like Arsenal where they're progressing, then a United team where they've won a cup,
No.
but they're going backwards.
No, because you're talking about the next season.
No,
Which
I'm
is-
saying,
which-
like, everything.
I'm saying what he just said was the next season.
He's talking about the phrase "who had a better season." You
Yeah.
can't say United had a better season than Arsenal when if they had a better season than Arsenal, then surely that's a springboard to progress and
Not
have
necessarily.
No.
No, because
That's how you define it. That's what I'm saying.
let me just say, let's say, for example, I came from China. I need to support a club. The first team I'm going to support is Man United. They win a trophy, and then I go back to China. I'll be pissed if I supported Arsenal that season and they came second, 1-0. Do you know what I mean? So if we just keep it individual based on the season, forget about everything
No,
else.
So that's what I'm saying.
Not
That's
really.
why I'm saying
I
it's-
disagree with that.
Oh,
Okay.
right,
But it comes down to how you
let's
define
just say
it.
in 10 years' time when we're looking at Wikipedia and we're looking at your season, we're looking at our season,
Yeah.
and we're going to see your honours, which are going to be what? Finish
It's
in
going to be second place. Yeah,
second place. And
2
they're gonna-
seasons in a row.
2 seasons in a row, and they're going to say, see, Man United's honours.
it's just one.
We won a minor. I'll call it a minor trophy for the case of this argument that you would accept. Man United won a minor trophy, and
and
you won.
finish third.
Yeah, who said the better season?
The team that's won some trophies
Okay,
and
All right.
medals.
You
That's
don't
what I'm
believe it,
saying.
but okay.
I mean, you know, actually, let me. Obviously,
Wait, no, hang on. Can I
statistically,
just say, he
statistically,
said that Carabao Cup is
It's a-
same level as Community Shield.
Yeah.
He's capping.
I
He's capping.
didn't say that on the podcast, so that you're a snitch.
But the fact that you didn't say
You're a
it,
snitch.
you definitely said it.
I said it, yeah.
Okay, fair.
I said it, and I stand by it. You know
don't-
why?
you
know
don't,
what?
bro, you
Yeah,
don't.
I'm going to tell you why I stand by it.
Go on.
Well, I'm
Because
gonna
you
tell
won the
why I stand by
Community
it.
Shield, bro. That's why, bro.
That's one. I'll be honest. That is one. I might not be fighting this valiantly if it didn't win the Community Shield, but I'm gonna give it some credence. But we had to face and beat a top side in Manchester City to win that Community Shield. And to win that Community Shield, we only got that benefit and that courtesy of competing for it because we finished second. Whereas they won the...
So you didn't even win anything to get there.
Thank you, but we didn't even win anything. This is what you man are saying. We didn't even win anything. But the second place that I'm telling you is better than the Carabao Cup earned me the opportunity to face Man City for the Community Shield.
No. As somebody who's been in that position before twice, I'm telling you, you're lying. Because I've been there where you are, and
but you
I would have
didn't win
rather
it.
taken silverware.
But you didn't win it because who did we beat?
No,
in the
I'm
Community
saying,
Shield?
I'm
The first
saying
Community Shield,
somebody
we
who's
didn't
finished second and not won anything before.
Yeah, but
I'm telling you, you're lying, bro.
why?
Because I've been there before and I know the feeling. You're lying.
How am I?
I'm just saying. You know?
So for you guys, it doesn't matter what type of silverware, as long as it's silverware.
But
Silverware,
they're
bro. There's
lying,
only four
though.
pieces
So
of
10 years
silverware.
ago, you'd have said it had the same
one
views.
cares about the Carabao
10
Cup.
years ago, I would have been disgusted at this, bro. But
Okay.
look where we are
Thank
now,
you,
bro.
but you're
No,
still
but
disgusting.
even last season, though.
I would have been disgusted at battling for the FA Cup if that was the only thing we had,
Yeah,
bro.
but Jeezy, this is where we are though. So what I'm trying to say is your disgust and my disgust. Why is my disgust lower than your disgust? That's basically what I'm trying to find out. Because all right, I'm reduced to the Charity Shield at the moment, but you're reduced. but you're reduced to the Carabao Cup, and you were last
Yeah,
season.
but this reduction is higher than your reduction.
I
That's
don't
why,
know.
bro.
I don't know that it is.
It is,
I don't
bro.
know.
It is, man.
Your cup gets you the European, the Europa Conference. You don't want to be in that.
What does yours get,
What does
bro?
Charity-
It got me to fight with Manchester
come
City.
on.
Nah, you are capping, bro.
Manchester
You're
City.
capping.
They gave me the honour
He's
of fighting
capping.
Man City in battle.
He's capping.
Yeah, but they're the
Bro.
treble winners, and we won that. And I got to see my team win silverware.
clear
We won
off, bro.
silverware.
But they're playing Man City in the finals, though.
Yeah, good for them. If they win, they've got a bet. They've had a bet. If they get the FA Cup and they win with a trophy, I will begrudgingly say they had a better season purely because they've got the FA Cup. But I feel like
Do you know what's more respectable than the Charity Shield?
Because you played so shit the whole season and you've got like what 50
That's what I said.
points.
How do you judge a season?
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
I don't know that you
But
can
again,
say
but like you said, in 10 years' time, you're not looking back on the results. You're not
I
looking
hear
back
that.
on any of that stuff. You're just looking back on honours. Because when we have arguments, let's have it right. Strav still talks about Liverpool only winning one Premier League. Nobody cares about whether Arsenal played good that season or Liverpool played good that season. The fact is that they've got the Premier Leagues in the bag. We don't have that. So now you can't be moving the goalposts and saying, oh, well, this is a springboard for next season where we win another, we don't win another trophy.
Next season, Arsenal going to win the Prem.
They have to, bro, for this season and the season
So
before.
what
to
about
mean
this
anything.
season?
Hang on.
We're not going to win it this season. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying this season, it might be tough.
This season.
Okay, so you can't even say it. So you can't even say it with chess. That's what I thought.
He respects the
That's what I
football
thought.
gods.
That's what I
You don't.
I was testing him, but he had to be humble. That's cool.
Good for you, Dre, bro.
All right, cool. Let's round it off there. So guys, come to the end. Let's do our usual back pages. Start from our right, Dre, man.
I'm going to give it to Leicester City. Just been promoted back to the Prem.
Well done, Leicester City.
Yeah, congrats.
Marley Marl.
I'm gonna give it to Xabi Alonso again. I know he gets it with every week.
Crazy.
Yeah. And
Do you know how many more games left?
2?
What's his streak now? 46.
Something silly like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, just for the fact that they won it again in like 96 minute, you got.
Weren't they 2-0 down or something? Or was that the one before?
They
Can't remember.
Yeah, they were 2-0 down. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 2-0.
that's crazy.
Jerry?
Impressive.
Mine is for the mental health advocate. I don't know if it's the fluorine in the water in the UK, but he's gone back to Germany and he's banging goals.
Who's
Now, Sancho.
Sancho.
Oh,
United, Dortmund are trying to take him off United's hands permanently.
There you go. That's 45 million there. Maybe not 45, 30,
Good for
25.
you, my brother.
Well, good for Sancho, man.
Strives?
I'm giving mine to Beatties, man. They beat SE Dons
I need to watch
in
that
the
game.
National Cup, man. Obviously, I know it's not professional football ranks, but I think that's an amazing achievement that them two teams came together, sold about over 2,000 tickets. Yeah, over 2,000 tickets, man, in the little stadium. It was dope, man. And
Did you go?
nah, you know what? I completely forgot, and my bad. But when I caught up with the boys, yeah, then they was giving me the rundown.
Which boys? SC Dons or Beatties?
Yeah, no, SE. I don't know anyone from
you're
Beatties.
popular like
I don't
that, yeah.
think. Yeah, I'm alright with them.
Yeah.
Actually, do I know anyone from Beatties? Theo, does he still play for them?
No. You know Black Sonic?
No.
Nah, who's that guy?
He used to play hashtag, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's where Doku got his name from, innit?
Because Matty said something about us playing against some team in five-a-side. And
No, he's talking about Dons.
Yeah, SC Dons it was.
I didn't play Dons against five-a-side. I've never played against. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Remember getting your ass beat. Remember getting your ass beat.
That's when I just came back from India and I tried to hide. I wore a hoodie, I wore a woolly hat.
Was it a video?
Yeah, I
I
think
might
so.
go back and look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's Beatties anyway.
Cool. Yeah, I'll give mine to Kai Havertz. I think he's come along a long way and he's starting to prove his doubt was wrong. So
Definitely, man.
shrewd signing and long may it continue. All right, guys. We'll be back again next week.